extra care during our renovation works. Today's forecast. Pirate activity seems higher than usual. Please fly safe as you exit the station.
Please take extra care during our renovation works.
Pilots, please be careful of the debris as you are docking, and remember to turn your shield and auto hardeners upon exiting the station. Pilots, please be careful of the debris as you are docking, and remember to turn your shield and auto hardeners on before exiting the station. Pilots, please be careful when you stay in the port because we do not have enough machine manpower.
Fill me out with your smile. While the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and
Hey people, welcome to the stream. I haven't been very active or busy for the last few days because, you know, even though I don't stream, I occasionally do run on my client, and the only thing I've been doing is just making, like, keeping market orders up to date, and they are filling up quite fast. This one's almost starting to get too close to zero. Not making any risk, not losing any. Update this one. I'll leave this one because it's, even though it's a little bit more expensive, I'll just update it when this one goes up above as well. And I guess the buy orders have been filling up. Not bad, 6 and 6. One there. And just curious how it's gonna be. Very well. Well, my Heron's ready. Best fit, in my opinion. But what I'm doing, just as simple. Course probe launcher, TAC 1, with the core scanner probes, also TAC 1, because ISK is a thing for noobs. And we don't want to be spending too much ISK. 5 megaton compact. You can probably run different Microwarpdrives. Relic, Data Analyzer, Cargo Scanner, AP. If you do get scrammed, then you can AP and prop it on. Try to get some traversal. Nanofiber, faster speed. A little bit slower alignment than inertia stabilizers, but it's faster speed if you get, bubbled on a gate or something. The fit is 5 million, and most of it is in the. Oh, surprisingly, this is a cargo scanner. Tech 2. Anyway, that's not so bad. I've done 4 runs, and this is going to be the 5th one. I have 152, 70, 93, and 23. I do take like all the boosters that I can use and BPCs, filaments, and skins. I put them in. I don't sell them or do anything with them. So I do keep this one separate, and I sell all these things. It's good to organize. And we are going to sell everything now. Except these 3 things. Gonna reset. It's a new week. So this is gonna be run 1. Well, can't put that on a drone bay. And we're gonna do it the simple way. Just gonna sell everything to buy orders. Unless it's more than 10%. Guess it's quicker to find just what things that I don't want to sell. It was the mark something power things. Mark 1 compact reactor control units, and they're also 400mm plate, which I'm not selling. Not these. Not the cans. And I think that's it. Maybe inertia stabilizers. Oh no. Well, if I do accidentally sell something I didn't plan to rip. So estimated 338 million. Sell items. Immediate. Wait for this to tally up. You see here, I have 8% sales tax. With skills you can get it like down to 5 at least. So this is going to be selling for 341 million, and we're just going to do it. Simple things. You can maximize this by selling everything like independently and stuff like that, but for the sake of time, I don't feel like doing it. So, and we are up to 880 mil. And we actually made 1.3 mil, but some of that is stuck in assets and market research things. I love this book. I don't know if it's a bug or whatever, if it's something in the environment that is blocking the camera. Anyway, we have our noise clarification. Home. The price of home are actually gone up a lot, so I put out a buy order for 15, and actually haven't been updated. 420. Oh, I'll take a look at it a bit later. Okay, undock. Let's go. There's no time like tomorrow. Warp straight to the save. Create a fleet, because you need to be in a fleet to Filament. And we are going to NullSec. This character was created on day before Christmas, 23rd of December. And I actually started using it day before New Year's, like 30th of December. So that's kind of one angle to look at how much ISK can be made with this. Yes, the Winter Nexus was running, but that's okay. We are in Deltoid. There's a SIG. 5 in local, including me. Who are you guys? Unreal Alliance. Yep. That's okay. We can be friends, or at least I'm not hostile to them right now. Find some average pilots space last 30 minutes. This looks like a quiet area. Set destinations, set waypoints, add waypoints. That's enough. We aren't gonna be super... we are not gonna be super. Yes, of course, we're gonna be super. But we're not gonna have a lot of time. I've seen, usually people are streaming for like hours and hours, and I want to keep this focused and to the point. So, yeet, 1 hour, dock, see how it goes.
Microwarpdrive active.
And we're off to a good start. Already found ASIC or Relic site. Hopefully there's no Loki camping it. That does happen. Prop mod on. If something is camping these sites, it's usually like cloaked around this area. Somewhere close to it so they can like bump you. Or they're sitting at a ping where they can warp down to whatever can you're at. I like tag the cans according if they have some value in it. One has more than 1 million. 3 has less than 500,000. And 2 has between 500,000 and 1 million. So we're going to make some ISK here. Of course the cap is not the greatest for new players. And Bob willing, this is gonna be ISKs generating for us. Always descan, check if something is warping to you, warping around. The odds are not in our favor. Oh well. On to the next one. Almost success in everything. We failed one can. But that's okay. Because there's nothing we can do about it. Warping to the next gate. And I'm training this character into, because I've trained it like all the skills that I can use for scanning and exploration, I have trained her in, and there's only so much that she can do with those skills. There's like all the targeting skills are being in queue, scanning skills all trained, and shift command. Color is rigged because I'm in a Heron. It's up to 4, can't train it more. So this character is gonna be later a Triglavian farmer, shooting Triglavians from afar. No rats on the gate. Probes out. Scan the sig. But how are you all doing? Oh, interesting. There's a neutral that came into local here. Also in Unreal. He's probably going to be warping from this gate. Oh, wormhole? That's nice. Unless he's on that gate with a saber or something. At least he's not warping to this gate.
Warpdrive active.
Let's bookmark this wormhole just in case we need to extract in a safe manner. Because we still have like 5 minutes on the filament timer. Oh, it's a nice arrow. And he is going to be landing on this wormhole as well. Save it. Don't need to make it anything complicated. Just save the. It is a NullSec. Oh, nice. Okay. NullSec.
Warpdrive active.
Angel space. There's at least some activity in this area. Just gonna warp to this gate and scan the SIG. Since it's 53 AU, takes a long time to warp. And if something jumps back through, I can just jump the gate and try to hide somehow. They're so much better when you reach Omega. You just put the cloaking skill up to 4, then you can have covert ops cloak, then just cloak up your co-ops frigate. No need to worry about being seen. You're just in local, and you don't care. Wormholes left and right. Pre-aligning roughly in that direction, so it's going to be quicker to warp there.
Warp drive active.
You descan that thing, descan, directional scan, and then your camera overview looks at the point in space. This unknown. C3. Let's say that's fairly certain.
Warp drive active.
And make a note of what the system is. I always feel safer running away into a wormhole and disappearing there. Because it's not every day that like people in NullSec and LowSec, or even HighSec, that they actually jump wormholes unless they have had that wormhole for hours. And even though, you know, HighSec, it's more, there's more wormhole activity from HighSec than NullSec and LowSec. I don't know why LowSecers and NullSecers there, it's like they're very, very risk averse about jumping into wormholes, because it's not their space, it's not their environment. And I don't blame them. You know, you play in the environment and the space that you feel most comfortable in. XX death.
Warp drive active.
Like I was saying, I'm training into a sniper Naga to farm Triglavians. And lose Triglavian standings and gain standings with the drones, rogue drones, and Edencom. And in the background you can hear kids, because they're wonderful. There's actually some new here, already replaced. Have you heard of blazing capsuleers? Sorry, I have not until now. Are they good? One might wonder. Plenty of wormholes in Deltoid. Detoroid. Detoroid.
Warp drive active.
These are not wormhole entities in the local, so I'm more familiar with wormhole aspect of the game. alpha characters are something totally new to me.
Warp drive active.
I've actually never played a alpha character. This is the first one that I actually play. I did train another one into becoming just an experimental gas huffer, and using the ISK that I've sold from the gas that I huffed with him, I have been able to PLEX him, what, 6 months? So that's not horrible. Hey, Capsule.
Warp drive active.
Capsule here. Not an amazing amount of sites to run in this region. Found 3 wormholes and 1 relic site. But we get A for effort. That's definitely 100%. Shuttle. Coffee is good. Combat site. It's gonna be worth it to just check it. Hey dude. See ya. Fly safe, dude. Always have to be on the lookout for covert sites. Ghost sites. You can get death or a lot of fisk. I have a fit that is made to run those sites, but you know, you have to bookmark it, go back to Jita, get it, or wherever you want to fly from, and get the specific one. And it has like extra, like all the tank on it. It's all for explosive resists, because in the ghost site it does, if it blows up, it does only explosive damage, and if you overheat your involved, you might be able to survive the blast and warp out and take whatever loot you got. Okay, data site. Not my favorite, if we're thinking ISK per hour, but it'll do. We'll take it.
Drive active.
I was running a site the other day, and that was pretty clever. There was a Loki. He had bookmarked the site or scanned it and bookmarked it like hours before, and I was just roaming around back and forth in his pocket, and until getting some scanner noob like me to go into the site, and he decloaked, and I tried to burn away, but I bumped into that thing, the can, and he scrammed me. He neutered me out. I couldn't do anything. I could, put my AP on, but he was really kind. He was like, just, hey dude, don't, if you see somebody in local, don't stay, just warp out. That was really cool. But he let me go. It was really nice. I really appreciate nice gesture to, in quotations, noobs. I sent him a combo later and asked him if he had scanned down the bookmarked the set before, or if he won past me with the combat sites, because I was descanning like crazy. And he said that he bookmarked it. So I gave him a little tip that I use in wormholes, because there's no local. And here. So it's like, it goes back and forth, Even if somebody is new in the game. Jeez, this is horrible. Like, antivirus, virus suppressor, and the restoration node. So this makes everything worse. Doesn't matter what you do, this makes it half as effective. By clicking this, and this restores the strength in everything else. So it's like, I do this goes up from 80 to 90. Like, awesome. This 10, 10, 10, fail. It is what it is. Being an alpha character, exploration, NullSec, it's not, it's not guaranteed. ISK, but at least you get experience and practice, and you get time, you get some ISK, and it's just, you have to live with it. 99,000 ISK in this one. This one gets a 3, and ignore it, and feel sorry for those who come to the site after me. Hey, welcome to the channel. How are you doing? Maybe we'll not fill this can like the other one. And these numbers, they are just indicators how far away from a positive thing you are. It can be any of the tools that you need to make the site easier, like the minigame, the hack. And it can also be the core. I think I might put some capacitor skills in the queue. Higher in the queue. 900,000 in this can. It's worth it, because every little helps. I mean, you know, 900,000, that's like a Heron and a 2 and a half. So it's always something. So far I've lost one Heron, and that was due to like the ghost sight. It exploded in my face. I should hack the go for the other side as well, since we're here. Yeah, let's scan down 2 sides and only do 1. That's smart. You can find, if you want to join the in-game channel, Eve A2O, you're free to do so. Then you can chat there. $7.5. That's a Heron and a half with fitting. Not good. Failed this one. Just try again. I heard a long time ago, go across the minigame map and you'll find it. Find the core at the other side. I don't know statistically how like viable it is. Oh well. But any theory is better than no theory. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? What are you up to this fine afternoon? If the music is too loud, just let me know. I have actually no idea. I've been fiddling with the settings and, you know, doing stuff for the last few days, but I haven't actually tested it out because I'm a really bad example of a streamer because I'm new at this. Or you're just getting killed by wormhole people? Dude, come on. Link the kill mill. Wormhole space is dangerous. I think, you know, if you're going to wormholes, you should, you know, gas huffing and exploration in a wormhole. It's just so stressful. Yes. It can be stressful. Are you Alpha Clone or are you Omega or what kind of? Are you just an adventurer? Ah, so okay. I get that. You know, how is the S per hour huffing with the Alpha Clone in wormholes?
Warp-drive active.
I at least know that it sucks to not have a cloak on your ship if you're in a wormholes. That's like my rule number one. If you're in a wormhole, you should have a cloak on your ship. But if you're alpha character, then you don't have that option. But if you're huffing, what gas site were you huffing? What did you scan down? Yeah, all of them spawn sleeper rats, except the ordinary reservoir or something. It doesn't spawn rats per se. They have like sentry towers, and any frigate you warp to it will just like a huffing exploration frigate. It will just insta pop when you land. So never warp to a ordinary gas site. It's just like you will lose your ship. So 30 million per 20 minutes each side, so it like 30 million an hour. That's actually not bad. But you can only fit one huffer, right?
Warp-drive active.
Can you use two gas harvesters if you're alpha clone? I didn't know that. That's poggers. But wormhole gas huffing, you can make a lot of money, especially if you find it instrumental or vital. Those are really good. You can probably get like 20 mil per 20 minutes. And if you know what you're doing, you can huff them until you're full without aggroing the sleepers. It's possible in more sites than just the violin and instrumental. It's also possible in, like, if the gas cloud is 240 or more than 200 kilometers in radius, you can actually burn to like the opposite. You know, you warp in and you land at the at the warp in, and you burn through the larger cloud and just sit on the edge of the cloud on the other side. Then you should be like 250, 300 kilometers away from the warp in, and that's where the rats are. But they won't aggro you because you're too far away. Do you do the named data relic sites in like low class wormholes? Wormhole exploration is definitely something that I will do, like with an alpha character. And also gas huffing, because people need to know. They need to find what works and what doesn't. Can you PLEX your account with this method or not? What can you do? The Heron is actually pretty good for like the faction data relic sites, because they don't spawn rats. And it's pretty fast. Sure, the probe is faster, but the Heron also has like a repelling effect, because you can actually fit it as a battle Heron and just put scram, web, and double or triple ASB and just tank and missile and a turret. You can kill Asteros with it pretty easily. Because Astero pilots, they do not consider that you are can fight back, and they just burn straight to zero and try to scram you, web you, and then they're like, oh, I'm scrammed. I am not killing that thing. My drones are dying. Oh no. Oh yeah. the hacking health and all that stuff, that's horrible. I think I've been failing like 20-30% like today.
Warp drive active.
But I think NullSec hacking, that's just it's just a cheat code for getting ISK. Local, you see everything, you know, whatever happens, you know, just burn away or do something. It's just not fair how easy it is to make ISK and NullSec. Me likey, 25 mil. Oops, launch pro, so why don't I? Failed miserably. But you can make the money back so quickly. I mean, you have, for like you're saying, 1 hour and you have 30 mil, you can buy yourself a new venture twice, 3 times. Oh, I'm gonna fail this one miserably. 2 of those. What are they called? Restoration notes. I'm just gonna like burn away from this because this ain't happening. Let's go for the next one because that has the ISK. Hopefully we'll be able to get those and then we'll just ready to yeet out of here. The only problem with wormholes, it's, you know, there's a meme out there and it's like there's always a Proteus watching. You know, there's always something watching you, hunting you, trying to catch you, you know. And you can very easily combat scan something like a venture in one go. Just descan it, you know, down to 5 degrees and then just let your pros on 0 in it. It's very easy. I am going to not make this happen. This is not happening. Nope. We are gonna lose the 25 mil, but we have 10 mil in another can. And we have 2 more cans. So to get into null, it's super simple. There are filaments, and that's like, you know, you use filaments to get into null. I use the noise 5 Needlejack filament, and they send you to a space where it's relatively empty, or like ratting going on, maybe, you know, some miners or something like that. But, and you know, that's just where you are. Then you just watch local. There's no one in local here except me. And, you know, if something comes into local, you spam descan if they're going to be scanning you or something, or maybe find out what ship they're flying. And you just be vigilant. You have to be on, you know, on point, you know, if something comes in. And if local is empty, then, you know, just scan away. And to get out, you know, because when you use a filament, you get 15-minute like weapons timer thingy, and you need to wait out that to be able to filament again. And then I use the home filament, and then I go into Pochven, and like 90% of the time there is a high-sec wormhole in Pochven, whatever Pochven system you'll end up in, because it's random. So you do get like high-sec access very easily. And if worst case happens, then you use the glorification filament to get out of Pochven into K-Space again. And it's, you know, close to Jita, or, you know, it's around the Tricolavian border. And how much is the profit? I would say that I have yeeted around 20 times since I started this character. And maybe 6 or 7 of those were yeeting to low-sec or null-sec when the winter nexus was, the event was. And yes, I did make a lot of money for an alpha character doing those data relic sites. And I would say that I have profited about 1.3 billion. Or I would say I have, you know, income 1.3 billion, and 99.3% out of that is trade. And I started this character, just did the exploration starter mission newbie thingy. I totally lost track of where I'm trying to hack or whatever. And it's, you know, it's super simple, super safe. You know, I said, like, I'm gonna be, you know, eating. Maybe I'll stream, maybe I won't. Like, I always stream on Tuesdays at 4, like GMT, 4 p.m. And I do occasionally stream just randomly, but, you know, I don't wanna, I can't commit to, like, bigger schedule than that at the moment. So I sell everything that I have found and made after a week. So every Tuesday I sell everything, and yeah, this week, last week, it was like 330 million or something, 340. And now I'm gonna eat out of here. And this run I made 28 mil. That's not much, but it's something. 28 mil for 1 hour of doing this, maybe 50 minutes. You know, it's nothing horrible. It's not great. It's not bad. It's ISK, and you have to do the work. So to get out of here, we're just gonna to use the filaments. Sure, man. I'm not gonna go into NullSec right now. I'm just gonna show you how to get from NullSec into HighSec. This is the home filament, and you need to be in a fleet, and just start a fleet with yourself. That's enough. And you have to be minimum 1,000 kilometers away from anything. So, you know, like, this is a location of the relic site, so that's fine. Just right click it, use home filament, activate, and then we're out of Savantank P1 filament, out of that, and we're in Kino, Tricolavian Collective. D scan, nothing on D. There was one signature. I mean, a PLEX is around 2.5 billion. So yeah, 750 makes sense.
Warpdrive active.
Now, it's really not hard to PLEX your account. It just takes a little bit of dedication. You know, it sucks to do it at first. You know, as soon as you get the first PLEX, then everything becomes easier, everything becomes faster, you get skill points faster, you make ISK faster, you get better ships, better fitting, and you know, it's super easy. Wormhole. We're quite optimistic that this is either going to be a high sec or a C3 or C4. And you know, to make the best options for you available, then you need to have like many irons in the fire. You know, do market trading, do whatever passive ISK you can make, and you know, what if you're AFK or offline, you know, are you making ISK somehow? You know, doing reactions, doing industry, PI, you know, stuff like that. Hello, Heron. And show info, high sec, easy. 30k off, will burn. And these are Edencom ships. They don't shoot you, or the state. Yeah, they're Caldari. Save this one just in case. Go out. And this really is how simple it is to get from NullSec into high sec. High sec. And 5 jumps away from cheetah.
Warpdrive active.
Hey, Toxic Mule. Hey, not quite new, but still new. 5,800 days. I guess it was too much for him to begin with. I don't blame him. I started playing EVE in 2011 and I ended up losing Hurricane and I rage quit. I didn't play the game for 2 years. When I came back, I went straight into wormholes and I have not looked back. Yeah, sure. You can join the in-game channel, the EVE A2O channel. You can join it in-game, and I can link you all the filaments. I can also probably just send it to you on chat, because you need those 3.
Warpdrive active.
You know what? You can add rift tube. Okay. I'll just send you my fate for the Heron. The filaments should be in the cargo. My bad, dude.
Warpdrive active.
Send message. Rift tube. There you go. And it shows the filaments in the cargo. And you can read do show info, and then you can see where it is sending you and where you can activate it from. That applies mainly for the Pochven and glorification, like home and glorification. Sure thing, man. And the noise that sends you to NullSec. If you make a safe bookmark, like a safe spot in wherever system you are, and you can use the noise, that's where the one that you use to go to NullSec. That's really how simple it is. You used to be able to like use filament in wormholes, but they took that away because that was unfair. If you would end up in a brawl or something, and you would be losing, just warp away, and he would just warp around for 15 minutes and then just yeet out. Like, yeah, that's fair.
Docking request accepted.
So that was 1 hour. This would be a lot better if if I would have not messed up like 2 or 3 very good cans. They should be like 75 mil. And that's how I do it. First run of the week, and every subsequental, whatever, however you say it. But don't get me wrong, I love wormholes. I would personally not want to live anywhere else than wormholes because that's just the best space. I love it. I haven't sold these. Maybe I'll sell them later. And the price will be around here. Yeah. Then I'll be happy with it. But these are all like boosters. They all came from the Winter Nexus thing. And skins as well. And when you're shopping for your filaments to go to NullSec, don't buy the signal one unless you want PvP. It's like radio waves. Or your radio. Yeah, like analog radio. Organizing. Oh yeah, and I unchecked all skill books that I get. Check on boarded orders. I think that, you know, okay, for PvP purposes and stuff like that, I get get why people use how would you say it? The OffSec things like hide your location, blur out local, blah blah blah. But this is an alpha character. There's nothing here to hide. Whatever information you see, it's what you can use. Modifying it so I will be on top of the list of people who buy it. Well, shit. Make this one. That's why I have 2 orders. Because there's like a time delay that where you can update these orders. So you're kind of a, what's it called? Introvert. You know, I don't blame you. You know, I am I like people, and I like talking with people, but you know, they have to be interactive as well, I guess. But if you want to follow up on this, you know, I stream every Tuesday. You can press the follow button on Twitch. You can, and you'll get a notification when I start streaming. I usually start streaming maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes before I actually go live. And you can also head over to my YouTube channel, A2O. And if you're feeling really, really, really generous, there's a buy me a coffee. There's a link on Twitch if you feel like supporting and motivating me to make more content. I would be super, super appreciative of that. But I am going to disappear. I'm going to raid people. But who to raid? Do you have any requests?
Welcome to G2 Trading Cards. Please note there has been reports of scammers in the local area.
Yeah, sure thing, man. Take care. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. I did really enjoy it. I'm gonna send us over to Mentally Depleted, because he needs more people who makes good content. And we'll go there right now.